Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Justin Rios Show. I am your host, Justin Rios, and today we're bringing you another segment of the Sourdough Report. In today's episode, we're going to take a look at the two playoff games for Saturday. It might be the same day that I upload this video. It's very much a possibility. I don't really know. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the first game, the Chicago Bears versus the Green Bay Packers. This is on the NFC side of the playoffs. This is the 7th seed Packers versus the 2nd seed Bears over in Chicago. Obviously, division rivals. It's going to be the third time they've played each other just this year. The Bears needed a miracle to win one of the games. The Packers are hurt in terms of Micah Parsons being out. Jordan Love did clear concussion protocol, so he's definitely available for them. That's going to be a huge step up for them. The Bears are also getting healthier as well. They're getting Rome Odunze back. I know with the skilled players, he could kind of either be a nothing factor or all that time off from his injury, he got healthier, he's going to come back and explode. Gotta like Caleb Williams' options though, with Colston Loveland, Komet, his receivers back. Monungai's looking good. Obviously, Swift has been good. It's really hard to tell who's going to pull this one out. It's going to be a very close game, I think. I think the rust of Jordan Love, it being in Chicago, I think the Bears win this one. If the Bears were to lose this one, I think it's because the Bears defense or the Bears offense disappears again, which they have been known to do time to time throughout the year, and then you'd get one of those really weird low-scoring games. I think the Packers can score on this Bears defense. It's definitely a possibility. I could also see the Bears winning a good, like one of those 32-28 type of games. You know what I mean? That's very much a possibility. At the end of the day, though, enough rambling. I do think that the Bears squeak this one out. Alrighty, we're going to go ahead and switch the film and transition over to the next Saturday game, which is the Carolina Panthers versus the Los Angeles Rams. Carolina being the division winner there, so it's going to be at Carolina. These teams have played before, earlier in the year. They played towards the end of November, which Carolina won 31-28. At the time, it was the 9-2 Rams versus they were 7-6 or something like that, or it was 9-3 Rams versus the 7-6 Panthers. And it pretty much shocked everyone that the Panthers won. It was one of the games where Matt Stafford did have a decent amount of turnovers. I believe he had 2 interceptions and 1 fumble himself. I do think that Carolina is 10.5 point underdogs, which is actually ridiculous. I think that's probably the biggest playoff spread I've seen in a really long time. That wasn't caused by some very glaring injury or something that just didn't go right. It seems that just absolutely nobody has faith in Carolina. I make it very clear on this channel that I am a 49ers fan. As a 49ers fan, I would love for Carolina to win. I think that would be actually pretty hilarious, but I don't think that's going to happen, unfortunately. Bryce Young would have to have a really good game. He'd have to really minimize his turnovers. The Rams would probably have to have something go wrong as well. Maybe another 2-pick game from Stafford or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. One thing that could potentially be exploited in this is that Carolina has some pretty tall receivers. They got pretty long, lanky, tall receivers, and the defensive backs for LA are not necessarily the biggest. Regardless, I don't see the Panthers being able to win a really close, low-scoring game. It's going to have to be a shootout, and they're really going to have to pray for Stafford or somebody to make a mistake. It's obviously not an impossibility. The Rams at times have kind of seemed very vulnerable, and they've at times seemed very much like the best team in football, and they're kind of steaming through everybody. But at the end of the day, I do think the Rams win this one. I don't know if it's going to be a blowout like that, but have some faith in Carolina. I know this absolutely would probably be a career reset for Bryce Young. If he were to win this game, it'd be a massive upset, and he'd probably be the next quarterback to get one of those massively unnecessarily large extensions. Alrighty then. With that being said, I think the Bears win their game. I think the Rams win their game. Let me know what you guys think about these playoff games. Which way do you think they're going to go? Who do you think is going to win this out? Also, random question, who do you guys think is going to be the least likely Super Bowl matchup? I think the least likely Super Bowl matchup myself would probably be the Carolina Panthers versus the maybe the Chargers, with how ridiculously depleted that offensive line is. Yeah, I think that's safe to say. I think the craziest Super Bowl that we would see this year would be the Panthers versus the Chargers, which I'm all for. I'm all for the chaos. You know, if the Niners aren't going to be in the Super Bowl to win it, I'm all for the ridiculousness. I'm all for the chaos. But on that note, I'm going to call an end of the video. Thank you for watching my show. I appreciate you guys.